So it's going to be really high-level play at this point. Some of the best of the best that are still in the bracket making it happen.
Yeah, going down, believe 3 out of 5 still, going in 2. So a lot of these players have been able to play since yesterday. We had Squad Strike and Doubles. So much content going around for Low Tide and getting right into it. We got KirbyKid and Suarez. We wasted no time already.
Heavy hitters from jump. Suarez, one of the best Yoshi mains to ever do it. KirbyKid, probably the person who's putting K-Rool on the map. If anybody had faith in this character, it's because of this guy.
We have some really good K-Rolls too. We saw the best K-Roll actually coming out of Australia for a really long time ago, and now KirbyKid coming through with that representation. Opening things up, he's already keeping Suarez by the ledge, and look at the intimidation too, because you have to worry about the armor that K-Roll has, but you see already Suarez fighting his way in, and that's the armor that I was talking about earlier.
Sometimes that belly gets him through the normal heavy tax that a lot of these big characters have to pay. He's able to fight his way out. Yoshi's not unfamiliar with that, though. You know, he's got that double jump armor, so it's going to be a little bit of a game of checking who wants to actually swing.
Chicken as Yoshi throws out his eggs.
Oh, yeah.
Which one is going to hatch first? You see the way that he's playing this, too. Very spacing out these eggs so that way he can kind of stall a little bit in the air before being able to go in with these double jabs. And the way that he's just following after KirbyKid, sees that he's playing extremely patient, gets that grab.
He got jabbed 5 times in a row before he was able to find an answer. He got those, you know, nice little tick grabs set up, but eventually KirbyKid fought his way back down. The egg is so big whenever he swallows KirbyKid.
Literally an extra large egg. Call that cage free here, but the egg drop top. We got the the Yoshi coming through.
KirbyKid making everything difficult, adding a different character to the mix.
That's how you mix up your opponents in real time. When you enter in bracket, you gotta just name yourself a different character that you actually play.
Yeah, nobody's ready for that mix-up. Big up tilt combos, again, just all the way to the top. You know that Yoshi has that really, really high explosive combo damage, and against a character like K-Rool, he is going to eat a lot of percent.
Ooh, he got the drag down with the back air, and these nairs now coming in. It's going to send KirbyKid off the stage.
Again, we see that down special doing big damage. Not going to KO yet. He's able to avoid the crown. But this is going to be an ugly spot for KirbyKid to be in. Able to fight himself back on, get the get-up attack.
I like the patience from Suarez there too. Oh, he missed out one of the moves, but because he got popped up, he was able to follow up with the up air.
That back air is such a all-purpose tool. No matter
down, sends you up, pops you up if the last hit doesn't hit you.
No matter what happens, he's going to be able to get something off of it. KirbyKid able to get the back throw and take a stock now, but Suarez still up a clean one and putting on so much damage with that down air.
And this is exactly how Suarez, you can see the way he's playing this matchup. KirbyKid taking so much damage on his last stock already, but playing extremely patiently because you know that K-Rool has the ability to make that comeback, especially at this percent, no matter what.
Yeah, with all that rage, you know, he's a powerful character. He can make something happen, but he is now got to be more and more careful. That backer might just start killing raw, but if it doesn't, it's going to be able to set him up into a kill move. You got an air that's ever present and terrifying to deal with. Jumping is just a terrifying prospect against Yoshi right now.
Absolutely, especially since you have to watch out. See Suarez already going forward with these up smash attacks. Him trying to space out the back air here, avoids the attempt here from KirbyKid. He's at 190. He needs to get something done here, but it's going to be so difficult once he takes that second stock from Suarez.
He's been making great use of the belly armor to bring it down to this last stock. He's at 192, but there was a couple of hits he was able to armor to take some good damage on the way up. And now, you know, 14%, he's playing it slow and patient. He's stuck on the platform.
Oh, I was scared right
I'm
here. He's playing, still respecting KirbyKid despite him being at 200%. And that is the matchup right there. Suarez understands, all right, despite him being at 200%, I don't have any reason to overextend. I have the lead here.
I can't get greedy and then just get smacked by a neutral air, get set up in an ugly tech chase situation, suddenly I'm dead. I don't want to deal with any of that. So I'm going to respect him very, very nicely. Let him get on the platform, do a couple empty hops, and then maybe I'll poke that shield. That's how we're going to go. So Suarez, yeah, very respectful of the space that King K-Rool is able to command, and he can command some space. He's a big guy. He covers some of the stage.
Not only can he cover so much space, but he also takes up a lot of space in those Yoshi eggs.
Yeah, they're seriously the largest eggs I've ever seen.
It's so funny to watch that happen all the time, especially since you could see some Yoshis, depending on if your opponent matches out, they could go in for another follow-up with another down air, and that does a lot of damage.
Yeah, move does like 30 by itself. Who needs combos when you have one down air?
Your moves do the combos for you. Right
Yoshi, here we go. We're already seeing the big egg. Not going to be getting a combo, but we are putting KirbyKid in a bad spot, and then the dare does come through eventually. We're seeing it makes things happen. But then one ugly tech chase situation, you're able to convert into the dash attack, and now Suarez at the ledge. Gets caught by the crown, and that's into KirbyKid's advantage.
We got that crowd insurance here really coming through for KirbyKid. See him utilize that nair through the platform, but consistently Suarez has been able to take control over the entire stage, and I feel like since the very first game, KirbyKid's been kind of forced to play more so on the ledge.
Yeah, definitely. It feels like Suarez has been doing a lot of control of the stage. Missed the tech, and he chases him all the way down.
Yeah, doing so much better now. Consistently missing the tech here, so that's why KirbyKid was able to follow up from that.
Yeah, he's just setting up most of those situations. We know that Rool has a lot of those tools. The jab and the nair send at really low angles, so he's able to set those up often. And then now the forward throw was putting him in a spot where if he didn't DI up, would have been in the same spot. Not going to kill because, again, Rool is heavy, and now all the rage is gone from Suarez. KirbyKid's holding on to this stock.
Big boy, he still gets that back air attempt, and he knew he wanted to hold shield right there. It was a do or die, whether a shield poke or it could potentially shield break here.
Right, he had to at least go for the parry, maybe make something happen, but unfortunately wasn't able to find it for KirbyKid, but Suarez was able to even this up now. Only 38% on him, and that's nothing for Yoshi.
Oh, back air now. But the super
double
the jump. Okay, all right.
Just floating, having a good time, enjoying his spot in the air. Nobody was going to take it from him.
We count our blessings out here, and that's going to be Suarez. He still makes it back towards the ledge, and I love the pressure that KirbyKid's putting on right now. He wants to see where Suarez is going to end up, but Suarez just mashes jump right out of that grounded situation.
Yeah. What's crazy, I feel like it took him a really long time to get out of that grounded situation. We saw KirbyKid do a dash dance and then whip an attack before he was even out. I feel like that's data for KirbyKid saying, okay, I can just down throw you. I can get whatever I want.
And he was waiting for it too. Now he knows exactly what Suarez wants to go for after that. You see another grab attempt coming in from KirbyKid. He gets it this time, does the back throw because he wants to keep Suarez off the stage.
Yeah, if you caught the missed DI, then maybe you take that stock.
Through the platform, yep.
Blunderbuss not quite going to do it, but now you have Yoshi recovering very high, going to catch him on the plat. And another cannon comes through. Yoshi is hefty as well. He can hold on to these stocks for quite a while.
Jumping a lot and holding forward more so into KirbyKid than what I'm used to seeing from Suarez, especially in that last game. Despite that, KirbyKid's still going to hold on to the lead. Oh, a nice parry. Doesn't get the grab here, but the egg drop from Suarez is going to help cover him.
He's got that crown to cover himself on the way back, KirbyKid. But this is a dangerous percent, even for a heavy character like Rool. We go 180%. We're looking for a back air, looking for something nasty with the egg drop as well.
Ooh, him sleeping, jumping right on top of Yoshi is not where you want to be, especially at that percent, despite being Rool. Manages to get that up air. Now we got an even game.
We got back air, not quite setting up into a combo. KirbyKid was able to roll out of that situation, using his armor twice now.
But you know what? Suarez has armor too. That double jump now, putting him in a way better position. Now he has stage control, but he actually gives it up right here. He does have the egg to help cover him as he's trying to mix up a way to try to get back to center stage. Yeah,
big belly from Rool is going to cover a lot of that center. You cannot escape to the Smashville platform. Gets sucked up and shot back out. And again, a ledge trap he's going to have to deal with. I don't think that he has... Yeah, now he's not got the armor available to him, but all the way to the other side. Eventually, he found his footing, and the nair was able to get him back safely.
He uses double jump right there. Does manage to help land with the back air. KirbyKid wanted to try to punish that. Suarez playing very close to the ledge, but he gets the spike with the fair. Doesn't get the B reverse with the grab, though. Yeah, a little bit of a dribble, but he wasn't able to pick up what he was putting down. Yep. And there we go, gets absorbed by that blunderbuss and shot back out. KirbyKid able to take that one. A little bit of back and forth. You'd love to see it here. I mean, again, you talked about it. We're reaching down to our last few competitors all the way up to top 32 today. Yep. This is do or die. Tomorrow, of course, we're obviously going to be going through top 8, but these players, they need to fight for that spot first. They got to earn it. Yeah. And they're earning it by beating some of the best of the best and being some of the best of the best. Talking about some of the best, yeah, we're already getting some upsets out here, too, at low tide. Epic Gamer already out of the tournament. So, which is crazy. Yeah, I know. We were talking about that earlier. The Nation of the Robs is coming out to low tide. I thought I was avoiding that, just coming over to Texas, but nope. Oh, no. You know, coming in from Florida, I mean, we have so many Robs. I'm like, all right, I could get away, but nope, not today. You thought Texas was Tornado Alley because of the weather. It's actually because of all the Robs using side B around here. That's all that it is. Oh, we saw so much of that earlier, too. Going into this matchup, though, still, KirbyKid managing to bring things back, playing a lot more reserved and punishing Suarez for playing a lot more aggressive than he did in that first game, consistently jumping in. Yeah, and jumping in does, it can net you a lot of advantage if you're able to land those jump-ins, but it can also get you punished quite a bit if you're running into the armor moves of the other character, getting, you know, anti-aired. Ooh, he died into the stage and managed to tech roll that. Yeah, managed to avoid certain death. Now Suarez covering the platform, but he did want to respect the armor of the nair on the way down. You can't get too greedy. It's so tricky here. Being on Battlefield and as K-Rool, you don't want to be on top of Yoshi, but you have to worry about that blunder, especially since he can mix things up, go through the platform, kind of deceiving here. But Suarez with the nair out of shield is going to send KirbyKid to the other side of the stage.
Oh, that late egg makes it really difficult to neutral get up without, getting covered meaty. Spot dodges this time. I'll take the stars. That's all that I need.
Yeah, right? The adaptation in real time right now. Instead, he didn't try to go for the parry. Instead, he went for the spot dodge. Way better of an option. And it's so difficult to contest K-Rool's recovery because it sticks out by the ledge like that.
Again, using these cannonballs big to control space as far as going in. Just barely dodges that grab, and in comes again, the down B being a big KO option at 190, but eventually, gets the job done.
Ooh. Order up, you see KirbyKid trying to cover the jump by ledge from Suarez, but Suarez managing to make it back. Is taking full utilization over these platforms. Could not get a follow-up, though. You saw him try to potentially go for a down air, but KirbyKid, he gets the grab, closes out that stock, and evens things out for this third game.
Yeah, about 120, and he's able to connect into the smash attack off of the throw, which, again, I feel like, maybe you can mash out of that a little bit quicker, but KirbyKid has taken every advantage that he can get. Using that armor again from the crown. He's going to be using a lot of these projectiles to get around Suarez. He doesn't want him to feel comfortable in the air. And normally that's where Yoshi likes to be, is just weaving in and out.
Exactly, and to take full advantage of the platforms, but KirbyKid's not giving Suarez that potential chance, but with these up tilt strings into the up air, Suarez trying to cover the roll with the nair. And it's just, this is the issue here. As a big body, you have a character like Yoshi that's consistently putting out so much pressure because these arrows are so big.
You've got that. Again, these eggs are, being pulled out to combat all of this projectile pressure. I don't usually think of K-Rool as a zoner, but he's really bringing it out. He doesn't want to stay anywhere near Suarez right now.
There's a moment that KirbyKid managed to actually play a lot more aggressively was in the first game, and that just did not work out for KirbyKid. Suarez was just running amok here. See him now holding onto shield. Just trying to go for the B reverse again here, but he's just holding the corner. He's trying to play safely, but that's what happens when you jump KirbyKid, finding the opportunity.
He put that blunderbuss away and then decided, finally I'm going to get you tricking into one of these jumps. In comes my big feet. Gonna be a forward throw, get him off the stage, gonna see if he can catch a jump, but again, even if he wasn't able to fight through that, he's got that armor.
Exactly, and that's what Suarez consistently is doing by the ledge to make sure that KirbyKid can't really add that pressure. Another egg drop, the down B being the most consistent tool that Suarez has to be able to take KirbyKid's stock, because at the moment, every time he tries to approach, that armor is really stuffing him out.
And we're talking about stuffed. Suarez is getting hit counter pokes like 3 times now in a row, just trying to hold in and fade into KirbyKid. And this time we see down throw, and he knew that Suarez was not ready to mash, so he was able to get the clean forward smash and finish the job. A lot of other, if you're mashing out, you're not going to be able to hit that forward smash until a much later percent. Normally, you just have to take the up tilt and eat it. And
that's exactly what you were talking about, too. You noticed, all right, he didn't mash in that situation, and that was a do or die for Suarez to realize, all right, so I have to mash here, but KirbyKid's like, all right, he didn't mash. So now, when the moment counted the most, he was able to close out the set just like that.
Yeah, and he didn't just go for down throws relentlessly after that. He said, okay, I'm keeping this in the back of my mind, go for a couple of back throws, mix you up, and then when it matters, at the end of the day, I got you 120, we're going to plant you in the ground and see what you can do. See if you remember.
That's why it's so important here to see a lot of these top-level players utilize that type of plan set to be able to take advantage here. He was down a game, and that first game is so important, too, because you have to consider the stage bans going forward here. Battlefield, usually a little scary because Yoshi puts on a lot of pressure on those platforms.
Covers the platform so well. Downer is going to cover the whole dang thing and do a whole bunch of damage on the way. If you let him get an up air on the way up and then convert another one on the way down, you're getting laddered all the way to the top, taking a whole bunch of damage. And you're used to paying the heavy taxes, K-Rool, but you still don't want to. You might be in that tax bracket, but if you can get out of it, then, I'll avoid it.
Exactly. We'll take it right here. We'll take the insurance, too. With the crown, too, also helping him out a lot, especially that belly armor. But going through, that's going to be KirbyKid making waves with K-Rool. It's so interesting to see the mix-up also of a lot of characters that have been on the come-up. Yeah. Ever since we've kind of transitioned out of that Wi-Fi era, a lot of these Wi-Fi wars are now making that showcase where it's like, well, remember when you guys talked all that talk? Well, guess what? We're putting ourselves on the map right now.
They weren't just showing up for a little bit while we were all taking a break. They're here to stay and kicking it. Doing a really good job. KirbyKid putting Louisiana further on the map. Of course, I love that we have a Louisiana rep rocking the gator. That just makes too much sense to me. That makes too much sense to me.
It would also make a lot of sense if it was Florida. Yeah, I was like, out here, the Everglades. But even better, having that Louisiana rep. Being able to have so many different characters again,